Hey Cameron and Raleigh, I finally got me a music stand and I'm going to do a video. Hi! Okay, on page 113, you are finally getting into proofs. Yay! So when you look at page 113, they give you all of these different properties you can use. Addition property, which is where you add something to both sides. Subtraction property, where you subtract something from both sides, you get the point. Then also that shows you the transitive property, substitution property, distributive property. So look at that section real good. In fact, you might want to stop this and look at those, page 113, to see all those properties you could use. So I'm going to show you how you could use one to make a proof. Okay, in a proof, and here's the one I'm going to give. I'm going to say if 5 times the sum of x and 8 plus 6 equals 36, then x equals -2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a proof for this. Now, I wrote it as an if-then statement. This is the hypothesis. This is the condition. So what I'm going to do is write a proof to prove it's true. Okay, in a proof, you have to justify every step. So it starts out the section by saying justify everything. That's what we're doing. In a proof, on the left side you have statements. These are statements or claims that you're making about something. Then you have reasons. Everything you say, you have to back it up with a reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my hypothesis. This. Proof should always start with your hypothesis. Now, a lot of times that'll be your given information. So instead of saying if, they're going to say given this information. And a lot of times the end statement is going to be your prove information. So it's going to say prove that x equals 2. Now, of course, you're doing geometry, but I thought I'd relate it back to algebra. And if you look at the title of this section, it is about algebra. So how do I know this is true? The reason I know it's true is because it was given to me. It was given to me in the opening statement, the opening problem. So the reason is given, and yes, that is a reason. You can only use that as a reason if it is actually given to you. Now, by the way, this is not given to me. This is what I've got to prove, so I can't use that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some logical steps to show that x equals -2, but every step I take, I have to back it up with a reason. So, I don't know how you would solve that. I would probably start by getting rid of this 6. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. Okay, if I subtract 6 from both sides, this 6 will be gone. This will be 30. And you can look at page 113 to see what reason would match. Well, I've subtracted something from both sides, so this is subtraction property. Okay, once again, I've got some decisions to make. I'm probably going to distribute this 5 next. So my next step is going to be 5x plus 40 equals 30. But why did it happen? I used the distributive property. Okay, next I would subtract 40 from both sides. That's going to give me 5x equals -10. Once again, I've used the subtraction property. And the last thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 5, and when I do, I get x equals -10. So how do I know x equals -10? By the division property. Now, I don't have a textbook in front of me, but I think all of these say something like subtraction property of equality, division property of equality. But I just shortened it, and you can do that. You can shorten those a little bit as long as you still have the right meaning. So what I've done is I've started with my given statement. I've landed at my prove statement, and I have justified every single step of the process. That's what a proof is. You're justifying every single step. I hope that's all.